Good morning, traders, and welcome to the opening trade. I'm Ayla. Before we get started, don't forget to first read and understand our disclosures found by both link and text in the description of this video. Okay, let's take a look at the current sim account balance. We'll pull that over from NinjaTrader. All right, so here we go. Simulated the opening trade. Cash value growth will match the red number here after any automated and manual trades have taken place. In real life will be after we pay the fees for those trades. So make sure you understand your fee schedule by you can get that from your data provider. So make sure you understand that so you understand how much every trade would cost you. All right, so we're here to watch for automated trades take place. As long as the automated trade indicators take place, let's take a look at the back test results on these automated trades. So the first one we're going to look at is for the Dow Jones futures. If your data provider, if you have selected the package and they have the availability, you can run a long back test. That's what I'm showing here. There's the max drawdown, the gross loss, and the total net profit. Now let's look at the equity curve. It will take a second for it to pop up. Unfortunately, it won't stay generated on its own. So the Dow Jones, there it is, the equity curve. This one fires off as long as the automated trade indicator has been met 6 minutes after the New York session has opened. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000 futures. Start and end date, max drawdown, gross loss, and total net profit there. This one fires 2 minutes after the Dow Jones futures as long as the automated trade indicator has been met. This is for NASDAQ futures. Here is the start and end date, max drawdown, the gross loss, and the total net profit. And then let's take a look at that equity curve. It's just going to take it. And there it is. And that fires 2 minutes after the Russell as long as the automated trade indicator has been met. And last but not least, we'll take a look at the S&P 500. Here we see the start and end date, the max drawdown, the gross loss, and the total net profit. And get that equity curve chart trying to pull up here. Today's Wednesday, May 10th. What have we seen in the news? All right, there we go. There is that equity curve for the S&P 500 that also fires off at the same time as the NASDAQ as long as its automated trade indicator has been met. All right, first thing I like to do is make sure that I have my charts on a 3-minute candle up here. Make sure I'm on the right account and the right strategy, and then I like to make sure that that is the same information that I'm seeing across every single chart. That way I know that these systems will fire off exactly as I expect them to Always double check your work so that way you know what's happening, right? Okay, so here we have the gold chart. This is yesterday through to today. Why do we see this big jump on gold? That's because at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, the CPI month over month came out exactly as forecasted. The CPI year over year came out less than forecasted by 0.1%, and the core CPI month over month came out higher than forecasted by 0.1%. The next thing we're waiting on is the crude oil inventories, and that will be at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right, so let's take a look at all of these charts. We have 3 minutes before we see the New York market open. This is crude oil, and we knew crude oil inventories come out at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time today. So we'll be watching the crude oil. So yesterday through today, this is Russell 2000 futures. All these charts are futures. Yesterday through today, here we see the Dow Jones futures. Here is yesterday through today. NASDAQ yesterday through today. There we go. The whole price action in the window. There we are. And yesterday on the S&P 500 through today. We have less than 2 minutes before we see the New York session open. The S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the Russell are all set up. If I enable my strategies, that is. Now they're all set up to fire off an automated trade if the automated trade indicator met for each chart. We would like to thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. Our systems are automated. They are live when enabled by the user. They run in the U.S. equity futures markets. Free trials to the automated trading systems are on our website at theopeningtrade.com. We also have indicator-driven discretionary or manual trading systems on there as well, so check those out. And don't forget to read and understand all associated risks listed on the website and in this video description. We have less than a minute before the New York market opens. So what is happening in the news? So we know that at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, crude oil inventories will be coming out. And then we know at 1:01, okay, the New York market has just opened. The New York session has just started. I don't take any manual trades until the first candle has closed. And crude oil is too close to the 200 period EMA as is gold. So there is no manual trades viable yet for either of those anyway, but we'll see what happens in less than 3 minutes when the first candle closes. Okay, so at 1:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 10-year bond auction is going to happen. And at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the federal budget balance is going to come out. Tomorrow, we are keeping our eye out for the core PPI month over month at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. The PPI month over month, the unemployment claims at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. FOMC member Waller will be speaking. 10:30, the natural gas storage report. 1:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 30-year bond auction. And Friday will close up the week with a few reports. 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, the import prices month over month. The prelim UOM consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the prelim UOM inflation expectation. And so far they have at 7:45 Eastern Standard Time PM, the FOMC member Jefferson will be speaking. Here is crude oil. Gold's above, crude oil's pushing down below. Russell's above, Dow is above. It could still be making its climb up, but we will see what that candle actually closes and turns its true color in less than a minute. NASDAQ and S&P 500. Wall Street opens higher on signs of easing inflation. Microsoft's Activision acquisition to reportedly be approved by EU regulators next week. The first candle has closed since the New York session has started. So let's see what has this candle closed in all charts. This is S&P 500. Here is NASDAQ, Dow, Russell, crude oil, and gold. Our first automated trade, as long as the automated trade indicator has been met, will fire off in less than 3 minutes. As long as all automated trade indications are met for the trade, it will fire off automatically on the Dow Jones in less than 3. FDA reviewers flag concerns over Sarepta's gene therapy for muscle wasting disorder. Iron Mountain Incorporated announces a debt offering. UBS adjusts Edgewell personal care price target to $50 from $47 and maintains the neutral rating. Celsius price target to 130 from 120 and maintains the buy rating. Morgan Stanley adjusts the price target on Play Studios to $4.80 from $4.50 and maintains the equal weight rating. Commodities market impact the weather, more rain and severe storms the next several days. Credit Suisse trims Warner Music Group PT to $32 from $36 due to lower out-year estimates and keeps outperform rating. Gold rises as the dollar falls as U.S. inflation rose less than expected in April. Toronto Stock Exchange rose at the open. Canon and Amazon file a joint trademark infringement lawsuit. Well, apparently they're going to have their day in court there. All right, Telfleet Advisory Group adjusts the price target on Under Armour to $10 from $11 and maintains the market perform rating. They also adjust the price target on Opalex to $6 from $7 and maintains the outperform rating. Blue Jeans by Verizon expands partner program to include partner leads. All right, so the computer told us that the automated trade indicator was met for the Dow Jones futures and it fired off a trade which we have it on that chart now so we can watch this automated trade. So the second candle since the New York session has closed. Let's see how the markets are doing. So here we have S&P 500. It is above the 200 period EMA. Here we have NASDAQ futures, of course, above the 200 period EMA. Russell's following suit is also above the 200 period EMA at this time. And then we have the crude oil. It is below the 200 period EMA and way too close to take a manual trade. My system has a leg, and crude oil moves fast. That leg could damage my trade if I get into it too close to the 200 period EMA. So I know it's best for me to stay and get into trades when there's a big opening, big gap between like over here and over here. Those would have been good to get in. So then here we have gold, and gold is above 200 period EMA at this time, but it did just come down and was hovering right at it, went below, and now it's back above. Take a look at our automated trade. It's going to do its thing. Hopefully, thing's going to be to win today. We could see our next automated trade fire off on the Russell 2000 futures in less than a minute, as long as the automated trade indicator has been met for that chart of the Russell 2000 futures.
Order submitted.
Oh, there we go. Lucky timing. I clicked right on it right as it fired off into its automated trade. So that means the automated trade indicator was met. So we will see how these do. We have less than 2 minutes before we could see the next two trades fire off. Again, that's as long as their individual automated trade indicators have been met. Hopefully the Dow does not get stopped out at this time. Hopefully the automated trade put the stop loss far enough away that it survives this candle. We shall see. We shall see. Alright, let's take a look here. Lat AM political economic calendar week is ahead. Harbor Custom Development Incorporated announces buyer waiver all contingency on 14.25 million sale of townhouses. GEX Management Phase 3 Hypergrowth
Order
Strategy expected to revolutionize its consulting services and drive rapid revenue growth. Okay, so order filled means we got stopped out somewhere. Where did we get stopped out? We got stopped out in a $500 loss on the Dow Jones. That's alright. We still have two more automated trades to take place. Unfortunately,
Order submitted.
there we go. Order submitted means somebody fired off. NASDAQ fired off. S&P fired off. So now we have three automated trades trying their hand. We'll see what happens here. The automated stop loss bars have been set very close to the entry into the trade, so hopefully they don't get stopped out. But we will watch and see what happens. Here's crude oil and here's gold.
Order filled.
Alright, we got stopped out on the S&P 500. It did not see a win. NASDAQ did not see a win. Dow Jones got stopped out. It did not see a win. We have one surviving trade left, and we will see. Could be a pretty short stay for us here. Crude oil is not looking like it wants a manual trade. We want to see it hit its lowest point here and then catch the green wave back up. And gold's just way too close to the 200 period EMA. So we might get stopped out right here in the Russell. If we do, it's alright. Um, if that's what happens, that's what happens, and we'll be here to try the market tomorrow. The current price is very close to getting stopped out, so maybe it will survive and hang on. We'll see what happens. Oh, it almost touched it.
Order filled.
There it goes. Alright, so unfortunately they all flopped today. No wins. And now let's take a look at gold. There's nothing there. Crude oil, there's nothing there. One moment. Be right back. Right, so we'll be back in a couple of minutes to set up another strategy to potentially look for some trades uh, starting later. So we'll be back to talk about it and set that up. Right now, if I could get my hand to work, there we go. Here we are. We're potentially done trading. Just to look at our balance, this matches this. This is after your fees are paid for any automated and manual trades. We're gonna leave the charts up here. We'll be back to set this ES up on another automated strategy in a couple of minutes. Be done trading for today. Tomorrow we'll run our extra strategies. We got some other things we're gonna be doing too. So we'll see you then. Hopefully the markets were good to you, my friends, and have a great day. And we'll see you tomorrow.